Hello. How are you? We're going to be taking a look at technical analysis in today's show. I hope you are all doing very well out there. Whoop, just hide that thing. Hope you're all doing very well out there. We're going to be doing a look at technical analysis in today's show, and I'm doing it in the style of a good guy out there, somebody who I like. Pickle Financial, PyFi, you might know him. Gherkin, you might know him. He's a YouTuber. I'm going to do the TA in the style of him. So with that being said, thanks for joining me. And I'll just go away for the next 6 hours. Hey, just kidding. I'm not going away for 6 hours. That'd be silly. That would be silly. Well, you know, here I am. I'm still here. Audio's still going there. I've decided to take myself off screen today. So you can see, I mean, I'm still here. The camera's still on me. Look. Hiya. But I'm doing it this way today for a wee while. And we'll see how it goes. And rather than talking so much with my voice, I'll probably talk a bit more in the text box, in the chat box. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. Yeah, that's that. So let me just get up. I don't know what. I'm gonna get up some music or something, I suppose, or something like that, maybe. But I don't even know if I need that, do I? I don't think I do. I think you can choose your own music, can't you? So I'll just get the live chat box up. See how yous are doing. Move that off the screen. Bring back up this thing. Hello. Rocky pops in and out of reality. Woo! Do you see the line that I had on the charts there? Seems to have caught the prices at their low so far at 148.43, and how they filled in that gap, that flash. Did you see that? Did you notice how they filled in that flash? Is this, what time frame is this? Did you notice that? Greatest indicator in the world. If you do buy this indicator, then you'll need to get in touch with me via Patreon to tell me your TradingView username. So if anybody's done that recently and they have not sent me their username, then be sure to do so. Good. Thank you very much, Champion Chad. Awesome of you. concurrent viewers has dropped down to 25. So unfortunately, this style of show is not actually making things pump loads here. It's a surprise. Well, we'll just have to get that going ourselves in the chat. Hey everybody, I'm here by the way. I'm right here. Just reading the chat, catching up with you all. $100 a month is less than I spend on super chats on average, says Sarah. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks so much for your support, Sarah. That's really cool that you do that. That's amazing. That's really appreciated. Do you see that green bounce that came off of that line that was on there? It's interesting that I had that line on there. Oh yes, okay, good idea. Let's go with that. Oh, I wonder what the idea was. Busy. Don't forget to like, guys. Yeah, don't forget to hit like. Hi, Rocky Outcrop. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, hi. We need to get the chat pumping in here, folks. Let's see if we can get it so that there's more than we've got 36 concurrent viewers. So all 36 of you need to type in the chat box. Okay, you need to. We need to get it so that I can show you. Look here, right? Here's my YouTube stats, right? I'll show you the live stream stats. So they're up on screen at the minute. You should be able to see them. Okay, in here you can see 36 concurrent viewers. In here you can see chat rate 8. Chat rate 8. The chat rate of the stream at the most recently available time. Great. Okay, so the chat rate is too low, folks. It's too low. We need the chat rate to be higher because there's only 36 of us. We're going to have to, artificially do this ourselves. Okay, just to try and get there to be more. Now there's 38. Loving it, loving it. 38. 2 more people. Get your chat rates in, right? This is going to get the chat going. Okay, so this is what we're doing here in the stream. I'll give people occasional reminders of that, I suppose, maybe, or something. Something like that. Anyway, hi, good afternoon, Rocky. Yay! Check it out. Good afternoon, Rocky. Wait, let's put your comment up on screen, buddy. Nice. Keep it on screen for a wee minute here. Don't let the chat flow away. Put it right in the middle of the price action. Good afternoon, Rocky. Have been lurking for a while now, and would just like to say thanks and Merry Christmas. Finished work for this year, so it's great to be able to watch you live rather than just audio whilst I'm at work. Your friend Bill from Sheffield. Way, Bill, that's quality. Bill, are you really a butcher? Are you really a butcher, Bill? If you are, that's cool, man. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for being here. Sheffield's one of those places. I've never really spent very much time in Sheffield. But it's one of the ones I'd like to go there and experience their trams a bit more. Your trams, you've got great tram network in Sheffield. Sheffield is a city in the UK. For all my American friends watch along, there's probably a Sheffield in the UK as well, but I'm going to assume that the Sheffield that he's talking about is probably the UK original version. Look at that inflection that's happening right on that line where that indicator is. Isn't it weird that would be right there at that line that would be kind of thinking about things? Do I go up or do I go down? Right there where that line, of all places, of all places. Anyway, Bill, man, you're from Sheffield. That's so cool. That's so cool. Sheffield is what's known in the UK as like an industrial city. So it's one of those places in the heartland of England where really, they put the hard work in to make Britain the country. Whoops, I'm not on live chat. The country that it is today. Well done, Sheffieldonians. I suggest putting Ryan Reynolds up on screen at Rocky Outcrop. Ryan Reynolds, is that a good suggestion? Is that good? We've got 41 concurrent viewers. By the way, chat rate is now 26. Keep it going, folks. Chat rate 26. This is it. This is how to get the you know, it's not just for, it's the chat rate's not just for Christmas, folks. It's for life. It's for life. Get your chat in quicker. Now, you know what you can do in the chats, by the way. You can liking it, seeing it going there. The Lady Ghost of Kim. Oh, you've got a new hat on. You've got a new hat. I can't see your. I like to be able to make these things bigger from time to time, so I get to see what's going on in the picture. But I can see you've got a hat. Nice one, quality. Nice to see you, Kim. Yeah, so right, so we can do this. We can do this, everybody. We can get the chat to be pumped. Yeah, excellent. But we can also talk about things. It's easier to talk, right, when there's a discussion topic. Okay, so let's have a discussion topic right here. This is GME. We know that there's a target down below. Okay, we know there's a target down below. It's kind of hiding. It's kind of hiding in here. Let me just show you. It's kind of hiding in here. Remove this. Kind of hiding in here, right? Is my screen layout okay? I can see like there's a big grey gap at the bottom. Is there? Is that right? Just looking at this. Let me just get up my OBS thing and see that I've got the right screen thing. Yeah. Just let me know out there, folks, if my screen's on like the wrong size or something weird like that, or if there's big black areas around it. I don't want there to be, right? I want it to be a good viewing experience for everybody. Here's a discussion topic for us, right? Because we've got this line down here. This line down here. We've got two discussion points about this. One, will it? Try writing again here. Will it, and do you want it? Okay, two discussion topics, right? So will the prices go back down to $140? And do you want the prices to go back to $140? Here they are here, trying on this line. Now, we spotted this line out as being here, and we knew that it would be, and it could be, and it was, and it did, and it happened, and here we are, and we've made it back here. So we knew that this could be the case, and we've done it as part of the measured move from the wedge. I know that there's a lot of white lines here. Maybe I make it easier for folk. I hope you're getting that chat in, by the way. I know we've not got the chat up on screen, so you might be thinking, oh, this is an opportunity to let my fingers have a rest. No, your fingers have got no rest in opportunities. No rest for your fingers. Keep the chat going mad style. Got to go back and read here what Bull Butcher's saying in a minute here, so I'll keep that highlighted on screen so I don't lose it. So make sure you keep that freaking going. Gerard Butler seems like a douche, to be honest. Gerard Butler is an amazing dude. He's amazing. He's fantastic. And do you know why? There's one simple acid test. One simple acid test, right? It's really easy. Give everybody in Scotland a chance to get an answer in here first. How would I know that Gerard Butler is a stand-up dude? I'll let everybody in Scotland, if there's a Scottish person out there, give me an answer, see if everybody can guess. How would I know that Gerard Butler is a stand-up guy? All right, how do I know Gerard Butler, stand-up guy? I'm from Scotland. I can tell instantly that he's a good guy. Now, to be fair to the people from Scotland, there's the majority of you, as stats would have it, won't know the answer to this straight off the bat, right? But there's a good chance that there's about 40% chance out there that somebody from Scotland would know the answer to this instantaneously. Why he's a good guy. The discussion topic for right now in the chat box for everybody is, will the prices go back to $140 on GME? And do you want them to go back to $140 on GME? We've had a wedge here, which I'm actually going to make different colors, in fact, so that people can see it a bit easier. Make this wedge, this kind of toxic green I used to use all the time. I like it. So there's your wedge there in toxic green color. Right? Chart patterns work, folks. And here's your measured move in purple color, the other color I used to use, right? So your measured move is purple, right? Purple, and it took us down to here. So we've done that. Will we see follow through, and will we see it? We'll answer this question. We'll attempt to answer this question using technical analysis in a minute or two, right? We'll attempt to answer the will it question using technical analysis in a minute or two, looking at how far down this price action pushed relative to this line here, relative to this high. So we've got 3 points that we'll look at to measure things out. This point here, that's 1. This point here, that's 2. And this point here, and that's 3. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 3 to measure from. That's what we'll do soon. So will it or won't it, ladies and gents? Get your chitter chatter in the chat box. Need to know. Hydration checks, everybody. Also, get your chatter in there if you have hydrated or not. Let me know. I want to know every single person watching. I want you to put in and tell me if you've hydrated or not. We're also going to do a poll here. What is better? Right, AMC or GME? Okay, it's time that you guys decided this one instead of beating about the bush. You let me know as an audience right now, the audience that's here right now, which one is better for the squeeze. You let me know. Feel free to vote either way. Get your votes in. Be sure that you vote and everything else, and put comments in regarding the topic. Feel free to feel either way about it. By the way, it's not. There's no need. No need to have an answer one way or the other. So there was a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Good guess, Joe Maxwell. All Scottish guys are good guys. Good guess. Good guess. Good guess. Let's see if anybody else actually got the answer, though. Let's see if anyone got the answer. Christy Callahan. Oh, good one. Let me just pin this. Let me just see. St. Mirren. Oh, somebody might have an answer. There we go. DMC 17. Excellent. Feck yes. Well done, man. You win the prize. The prize was... I don't know what the prize is. The prize is that you get your name up on screen. Well done. You win the prize. You get your name up on screen. And it goes in here. DMC 17 knows the crack. Right? That's what you get. That's your prize, buddy. That gets to live down here in the bottom right. Nice, where you can see it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Well done, buddy. See, there's prizes to be had. Prizes to be had. If you take part in the chat, prizes to be had. Now, I need to scroll up and see what Bill the Butcher was saying earlier on. You see that we don't forget what we're talking about over here. Ah, ha, ha, ha. It came in from Ms. Hay. That's excellent news. Good to know that people out there are having a good time. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Happy Hodldays to you too. Happy Hodldays. And you heard it here first, by the way, folks. Happy Hodldays. 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 Oh, and anyone who's wondering, no, I am not a butcher. I'm a stonemason. But Bill the stonemason doesn't have a good ring to it. And Gangs of New York is a sick film. Yeah. Bill the Butcher from Gangs of New York. Are you actually a stonemason though, man? Seriously. I mean, to be like, nah, I'm not a butcher, but I'm a stonemason. It's like it's like Brucey's fortunes, right? Higher or lower and all the rest of it. The cards are up on there. You say, I'm not a butcher. So I'm reading that sentence and it's like getting a jack or something like that, or a queen. Higher or lower? Higher or lower? And you're thinking, what's it going to be? Like, what's it going to be? Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you're a tram driver. Whatever, Anyway, it certainly came out with a higher card, a king or a queen or an ace or something, whenever you said that you're a stonemason, buddy. Didn't expect that. Right. Irem, hi all. Hi, Ameria. Good to see you. The lady goes to Kim. Let's chat. That's right, chat. Get your chat going. So let's check in and see how much this has impacted on our stats. Check it out, folks. Check it out. Look. 82 concurrent viewers. Current chat rate 20. So keep it up, folks. You're doing a good job. You've doubled the chat viewership. Let's see if we can actually get this stream to go up to over 100 live viewers. Now I'm going to try and find out if you answered my question, right? Because I did demand that you answer my question. I demanded it. Vic Vince says he thinks we'll test lower. Squats for your fingers. Pump it. Nice one. So we did that. Let's see. Did anybody else answer? Gerard Butler is better than Gerard Master. Good guess. That wasn't the answer. I'm curious to know the answer, says Luke Pierce. We knew the answer. It's because he's a Celtic fan, my friend. He's a Celtic fan. If you see an actor in and they're a Celtic fan, it means that they're a good guy. If you see an actor and they're a Rangers fan, it means they're a bit of a dick. So here's an example. Who is a bit of a dick? Who's just a bit of a dick, right? Just a bit of a dick. Scottish actor, bit of a dick, Rangers fan. Come on, let's have some guesses here. Who is a bit of a dick and a Scottish fan, a Scottish person and a Rangers fan. Here's a guess. Well, 3, 2, 1. There you go. There's your answer. Ewan McGregor. Yes, Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor's a bit of a dick. Why would you say that? He's Scottish. Well, I do like Ewan McGregor. Of course I do. Kind of. I mean, everything he touched with regards to Star Wars and I really like Trainspotting. The movie Trainspotting's really good. The rest of the Ewan McGregor filmography is take it or leave it. He was decent in Moulin Rouge, as it happens, but it turns out that he's a Rangers fan. And then when you find out what happened to Leonardo DiCaprio and Ewan McGregor, you look at their little battles back and forth over the years, and how Ewan McGregor has prevented Leonardo DiCaprio from winning an Academy Award and stuff like that. You're like, oh right, yeah, it's because he's a Rangers fan. Rangers Football Club, yes. That's right. That's how you know. That's how you know, folks. So there you go. That's how you know. It's how you know. Other good examples of films or good actors. You've got your boy who is the star in Filth. What do you call him? What's his name again? What's the guy who's the actor in Filth? Let's just find this out again. Just real quick here. Just real quick, finding this out. Where is he? What's his name again? James McAvoy. James McAvoy. Good one, Jamie. James McAvoy. Jamie to his friends, of course. There he is, right? Now, in this film, he is actually playing. And by the way, just back a second there, you've also got Hallam Foe, another Celtic fan. Two Scottish actors on screen just there for a split second. In this film, James McAvoy plays a Hearts fan. Now, he's a complete dick in the movie. The movie's all about how he's a complete dick, about the filth. It's really the whole thing's about how he's an ass. That's James McAvoy. He's a Celtic fan. He does a really good job. He's a good actor. The other guy that played Hallam Foe in another Scottish movie there, he what's his name again? I can't remember what his name is. Is he also another Jamie? I can't remember. Yes, again, another Celtic fan. Good stuff. So it's an easy way to identify whether or not the actor from Scotland is a dick or not. Now, one of the things that benefited James McAvoy when he was doing when he was playing the role in Filth was his ability as, of course, one of the minority population people in Scotland to identify what it is about the institutions of the police growing up in the 90s and 80s and whatever that actually led to them being recognised largely by people in Scotland as being real dickheads. For the most part, I'm not talking about the individual. Now, if your dad was a cop, he was probably a really good guy, because of course 90% of policemen are. It's just that they are we've got the same problems here in the UK as you have in America with the police, and same problems that they don't have guns, and we've not got all that many black people around, so it's just slightly more nuanced, right? So he was able to do that. So well done to James McAvoy for having those skills. Right, let's catch up with the chat. I'm hydrated with coffee. Good to know. Merry Christmas, everyone. Love over hate. Cheers. Damn right, Drew Soul. Love over hate. That's why Celtic fans are good. Is the thing themselves. I heard Sean Connery liked to LARP as a female boxer. Yeah. Now Sean Connery, right? Sean Connery is. Yeah, he was not a Rangers fan, right? Manchester United. What? Sorry, Dutch Celtic for Rangers. Late actor famously switched supporting the hoops for the Ibrox side his adult life. You see, he was not a Rangers fan. He was a Celtic fan, but he pretended to be a Rangers fan. Why? Because he became James Bond, didn't he? Right? He had his head screwed on. He, the Celtic fan, the cool AF Celtic fan, that's right, sorry, Rangers fans, Sean Connery, switched to Ibrox so he could become famous. Does this remind you of anybody else who's cool from Scotland? I'll give you a clue. By getting him up on screen here. Another famous Scottish person you might have heard of, Billy Connolly, famously switched from being a Celtic fan to a Rangers fan. Why? Well, because he worked with all the bigots down at the shipyard. That's right. When he grew up as he was a young man working in the shipyards in Glasgow, down on the Clyde, and he became a Rangers fan just to hide it amongst all of the bigoted workforce there. Famously, if you remember, the Titanic was every time they hit the hammered in the nuts and bolts and the rivets on the Titanic, they said "fuck the Pope." Do you remember that? Of course, very famously known, the shipyard workers in the Clyde in Glasgow and over in the in Harland and Wolff at the Belfast dry dock shipyards there were of course primarily employed by and ruled by bigots, and but of course had tons and tons and tons of impoverished Catholics working there, pretending of course to support the teams. So that's Billy Connolly for you. Likewise with Sean Connery. There you have it, folks. Sean Connery, of course, who obviously has is Leith and Hibs connections as well. So it's quite an obvious one. Sorry to all the Scottish people watch along who support Rangers, but it's time you can always change. I like that one guy, David Tennant. David Tennant, good one, good one. Let's go find out what football team does David Tennant support. Hibs Football Club! Fanatic Hibs Football Club. There you go again. One of the minority. Hibernian, obviously being Hibs and Celtic are basically the same club. You know, Hibs and Celtic here, they recently played 2-1 to Celtic in the cup final, the League Cup final in Scotland on the 19th of December. Well done to them. So, did Hibs make Celtic? Hibs were the first club in Scotland who had been formed by members of the Irish Catholic population who settled in Scotland during the 19th century. This led in November 1887 to the formation of Celtic, who played the first match in May 1888 with the players mostly borrowed from Hibs. So, it's of no surprise to see. So, if you got any Scottish actors, name a Scottish actor that you do like or that you don't like. We'll figure it out, and you'll see the ones you like, they support Celtic or Hibs. The ones you hate, they support Rangers. Just for you to know, it's not that I've got anything against either of those, or for or against either of those football teams at all. But yes, little pointless tribes. Exactly. I was not a cat. Little pointless tribes. And that's the thing. It's like, it's old hat. Imperialism and thinking that we are the people or something like that is old hat. It's old hat. We're a global world, a one nation. Migration will always happen. The Irish people that went around the world, migrated around the world, built the world. Just like many of the Scottish people that also migrated around the world. And we should be, as ever, grateful for those who choose to migrate to our blessed land here in Scotland. And I'm very, very much open-armed and in no way xenophobic. And that is the future. So these old hat ideas like we are the people or imperialism or, you know, up to our knees in Fenian blood or any of the other bigotry that goes along with Rangers is, of course, old hat. It is not in the world anymore. When Stream Elements alerts, are they not popping up? Shit, I don't know. Shit, oh, I've missed a couple. Holy shit, I missed a couple. Let's just see here. Merry Christmas, Rockstar. Hope you and Jamie have a good holiday. Damn right, Nathan. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good holiday too. Do you cook Christmas dinner for people? Is that a thing in Iowa, buddy? Do people go out for Christmas dinner in Iowa? Are you going to be able to? I hope that's still on. Obviously, people in Amsterdam and the like at the minute not going anywhere at all. Full lockdown in place. We had full lockdown last Christmas. I don't know how it's going to go this Christmas. People were very, very, very upset about that in the country last year. Thank you so much for that. And let me just see I haven't missed anything else because I don't want to miss. Whoops, wrong thing. Whoops. This thing instead. Where is my activity feed? There we have my alerts. I think this explains why the alerts are not working. Let's see if I can refresh it. Right, so the alerts maybe will start working now. They weren't before. Sorry about that, but I didn't realize that the thing had was bugging out. What have we got here? Thank you so much, Nathan. That Jiu-Jitsu guy, thanks for 690. Happy to see you this morning. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for all you do, Jiu-Jitsu. Here's another 30% of my super chat because Smooth Brain. Oh, man. Nathan, Jesus. Nathan, great guy. Wow, Nathan, man. Thanks so much. Great guy. Fortuna Kiss 333. Have an excellent Christmas. Sorry I can't tip more. Thank you for the best TA. Fortuna Kiss, that's so generous of you. You know what? The people who do stuff like this, like, it's extremely generous. There's that story from the Bible. I'm not religious, by the way. There's that story from the Bible of the lady who put, all she could afford into the coffer, and it was much more than the wealthy ones. You know the one I'm talking about, that parable that Jeebus talked about. These sorts of donations, they mean an awful lot. I appreciate every single last one of them, and I know that this is similar. Nathan Alec is stretching himself, sticking out all that there for me. It's hard times running a restaurant in COVID and all the rest of it. So thank you so much to everybody that does this stuff. It's massively appreciated. Don't ever think that it isn't for even a split second. Well, let's take a look and see then, after all that chat about whether or not we would be going any further down. Could we go down further? Oof. That noise, eh? That noise. When ambo. When that happens, by the way, currently, like at the minute, what's happened is that street outside has been made one way, and what's just happened there, that's a slightly different noise to the ambulance noise. That was a police car that went past there. That's a police car driving the wrong way down the street outside my house, in a blocked off on a one-way street in one of Edinburgh's most busiest streets, and that drove the wrong way down it. So there you go. Obviously, something important happening somewhere in Edinburgh at the minute with regards to the police. That's cool. Hope it's got nothing to do with the likes of other good actors. Way, how about Dougarie Scott? Dougarie Scott? Anybody? Dougarie Scott? Another good actor, Dougarie Scott. You know him from being the bad guy in Mission Impossible. You know, the one where they're all changing their faces all the time. Dougarie Scott. That's that guy. It would be Dougie to his pals, obviously. Doug. Dougarie. He is a Hibs fan. That's right, a Hibs fan. All good actors from Scotland are either Celtic or Hibs fans, and I include Billy Connolly and Sean Connery in amongst all that, both having done acting in the past, those two, and both having supported famously Rangers, but of course having grown up supported Celtic, and the team you support between the ages of 0 and 18 mean far more than the team you support from 18 until later in life, when you're choosing, to do that for your job because he needed to get movie roles. And in the 1980s, when paramilitary groups were active in Northern Ireland, and when Margaret Thatcher was arresting people and putting them in internment in jails for months and months without any charge at all, illegally, inhumanely, and keeping them on prison boats away from their family off the coast and stuff like that. When that was all happening, it was not very conducive to be a Celtic fan and try to get the next James Bond movie. You might remember, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together on that front. So that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, we were going to do the TA, weren't we? So there was this to here. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, getting ahead of myself there, doing it like traditional style. Here we have this, and we can see that we did indeed push down past the 113. That was a big one for us. We did push down past that. That's one of the qualifiers that we look for to see if we're going to get any continuation. So then let's go bullish. Let's go bullish instead. That was obviously looking for a bearish outcome for us. Here, bullish, you can see the 236 right at where the body is, struggling right now. So it's almost like there's an it's almost like in this section here, there's TA reasons for the prices to be operating exactly as they are, which the very familiar and intimate with the show and the TA and the way we do TA on the show here, all the people are very familiar with it, will have already known, and revealing as it is to everybody else. So you can see that there. Were you able to see that, and were you thinking that yourself as it was bouncing around here at that? Were you looking at that thinking, I wonder if Rocky's going to do this? I wonder if he's going to do this, and he's going to point this facet out for us of the importance of $149 and sort of 30 cents at the minute. for us on the charts. I wonder if that's what. Oh my goodness! I mean, as we see this, let's in fact go down to the 1 minute time frame. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what I'll undo here real quick, so I get my Fibonacci back up there. Then we'll go to the 1 minute time frame, so you can see this thing having its dance with here, dance, dance, dance. Everybody, check out my pants. So you can see this thing evolve live for us at the time. So there you have it. There you have it, folks. Where's the chart? Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Right, where's the chat? Didn't he LARP as a female boxer in his free time? Who's Sean Connery? Probably. I used to love bananas. I still do, but I used to too. What? T8 on the SPL table, please. Oh, I wonder about that, DMC. Could we do that? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. My students are watching Gatsby, but I've watched this part 3 times this morning already. So here, I'm here on my phone. Oh my goodness, 3 times already. Oh, wow. Winky Wonky Donkey QQQ is hyper leveraged fund, Ken. So perhaps the weekly piercing will take a while to play out. That would be worth considering it if you're trading it. By the way, everybody around the world says the word Ken. It is, you know, outside of your Ken. It's part of the normal English thingy. So Ken is obviously Ken the word. Ken the word is obviously is about knowledge and that, but you've got it's chiefly dialectical, of course, or whatever. It's archaic and all that. Chiefly Scotland, and it means to know. But of course, it's you know as well range of vision, sight, view, and it's this thing. It's beyond the ken. There's see beyond the ken. Here we have a phrase here: abstract words that are beyond the ken of young children. See, beyond the ken. So if you speak a good English, you know what the word ken means already. You don't need to have been from Scotland to know that one, as it happens. But there you go, outside of the ken. Anyway, but there you go. So Winky Wonky Wonky QQQ is hyper leverage fund, Ken. So perhaps the weekly piercing will take a while to play out. That would be worth considering if you're trading it. Cool, nice one. Good chat in there. The mighty red Katie Babes, you're the best teacher. Smiley faces, yay. Cowboy Chipmunk, chippy 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 chip after midnight. Chippy 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 do that. How are you doing, Chip? It's lovely to see you. Clayton Bryan, Grant Morrison. Is he a Scottish actor? Who did he do? Let's just go check this one out. Wee Jimmy Cranky. Ah, no, we're going to look at the Wee Jimmy Cranky. Right, Grant Son. Now, by the way, when it comes to Limmy, he'll never admit what football team his family and all the rest of it's from. He doesn't talk about it. If you ever get Limmy, ask Limmy what's he think about football. He's like, oh, try stupid try, and he's got the right attitude, right? Because that is the truth, and that's the way I feel as well. Actually, I just looked at the camera to make eye contact with you all, forgetting that I've just deliberately taken myself off screen today. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where's my thingy gone? I want to put myself back on screen. Nvidia. Where are you? Grant Morrison. Right. Hi. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. No sugar. I was on the wrong one. Yeah, it's this thing I needed to do. That was it. Hi, yeah. Limmy's a good guy. He's got the right attitude, and tribalism and sectarianism is wrong. And I'm making an ironic point overall here, which is really just is my privilege, having been part of the culture of the repressed people and the oppressed people for so long, to be making light of it. Okay, this is my privilege. It's the same thing applies to any oppressed people around the world. I can say what I like about Scottish culture and the sectarianism in here, but the privileged Rangers fans can't. You know, they're not allowed to. Just the same way that white people can't say what they like about black people, but black people can say what they like about black people. Right? It's the same thing. So just so you know, right. This guy, let's figure out what side is he a bigot or not. Let's see if he's a bigot. Right. Scottish comic book writer and playwright. Oh, he's not actually an actor necessarily. But he is born in Glasgow, educated in Glen Allen School, encouraged him to work in a bank. Sounds like he went to a nice Protestant school. They were subtly encouraged to work more comic work. Good stuff. Right, sound. We need to figure this out though, and this might not be the way to do it. So we need to go Grant. What football team does Grant Morrison support. Now, being in Scotland and because of this, the sectarianism and all the rest of it, this should be able to find this answer out because people do this in Scotland. Well, it's not coming up on the front page of Google. Done a good job hiding it. That means he's probably a Celtic fan. Wait a minute. Is that? Do you see a Celtic fan use Sevco? No, right. Nah, can't figure it out. Can't figure it out fast enough. Above the 236 over here on GME. So looking to get some. Looking to see if we can go up here and challenge at the 200 simple. Maybe would be a nice place to kind of look for in the 1 minute time frame. So it's always a big ask to go straight to the 200 simple. Better off kind of looking around and seeing if you can get any more information here. So we're still obviously below the 50 simple over there. This big old thick white line, which is obviously quite clear as well as being resistant. So you know, it's a big ask to just dive away from that area straight away. But hey, you know, brilliant. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Eh? Let's see. Let's hope for the best. The Besticles. Let's hope for the Besticles on this one. Let's see. I don't know if I don't know if the chat or anybody else was able to establish which side he was on. Right, good, evil. Rocket Outcrop, I don't have my phone, so I can't tell you. Okay, look back up. Rocket Outcrop, I don't have my phone. QQQ moves violently. Kim, more likely to get washed out. By the end of the course, you'll think very differently. Winky, we explain in a way that helps. Looking up. Hey, Happy Xmas. Top tips there. It might be patterns in it. Trim, so keep this in mind. Regards to entry, there might be a good knowledge entry. Exit. Kim, certain types of candlestick patterns, especially those that might take a while. QQQ is aside, I think it's kind of a thing that Jerry Cinnamon is great. Sorry, Jimmy, man. What are you saying that you can't tell me? We have requests about Scottish actors. Allegiances above. Oh, right, we have requests above. Right, Peter Mullen, Ian Glenn. Right, okay, let's find out Peter Mullen. Right, okay, sweet. Peter Mullen. Wait. What football team does Peter Mullen support? Fix my spelling, Google. Fix it. Thank you. Thank you. Peter Mullen, Paradise creates Bayard Buzz. Legendary Celtic football team by Priest. Whoa! Wait a minute. This is going to be. He's going to be a Celtic man. He's going to be. 5 things you didn't know about him. A hero. Scots actor Peter Mullen aggressively pursued. Right. He's got to be a Celtic. He's got to be a Celtic man, though, eh? He's got to be a Celtic man. Scottish actor appeared in Braveheart. Oh, wait. Which one is he, man? Which one is he, by the way? Let me get my images up. This guy, he's clearly. You can tell. You can tell just by looking at him. Right. Yeah, man. Right. That's a given. That's a given. That one. Yeah. Good actor though. Ian Glenn, right? Ian Glenn. Okay, Ian Glenn. Let's go take a look at Ian Glenn. Let's see. So, looking for the thing. Ian Glenn. Oh, what football teams do Game of Thrones actors support? Who's Ian Glenn, by the way? There's a few Scottish ones in it. Is he Rob? Is that who Ian Glenn is? No. Wait a minute. Who's Ian Glenn? I accept. Whatever. Goal takes inside look at football teams they support. Blah blah blah. Jon Snow. Who is this? All right. Anyway, we can just go through them all here. See, maybe this applies to English people and stuff. This guy, Nicolaj Waldo, he supports Leeds. I thought he. That's cool, right? That's cool. My friend Joe is to blame his portrayal of Jamie Lannister. I think he nailed it. Joe Dempsey, Nottingham Forest. Right, okay, well, good on you. Here's Kit. He supports Man United, right? Okie dokie. Here's Sheffield. There you go. Shout out to Bill the Butcher for Sean Bean. And of course, Sean Bean being cousins with Tony Wright. That's right. Tony Wright, you know Tony Wright, everybody in the chat. I'll just go back over here so that you can see everybody in the chat. You know Tony Wright. You know Tony Wright, who comes into the chat here, who has his own YouTube channel, who's a big personality inside the Discord. Tony Wright, who is cousins. He's cousins with Sean Bean. His brother is the lead singer in the Rubettes. Tony Wright's brother is the lead singer, the current lead singer in the Rubettes. I'm looking at the camera again, like you can see me, like it's profound, and I'm trying to get it. Tony Wright's brother is the lead singer in the Rubettes. This is flying here way up to the top side. Well done. Fuck yeah. Excellent. Excellent stuff. I mean, it's only a couple of bucks, but hey. Tony Wright's brother, by the way, this poll came back with 89% of people saying that's GME's better, so I suppose we're not going to miss out. Oh, Robert Carlyle, great. We'll have to look up Robert Carlyle. We'll have to look up, I guess we can look up the entire the set of, cast of some other ones, some other movies and that. Mostly Irish people. Yeah, right. Okay, so Peter, we look up Ian Glenn in a sec. Oh, we're on Ian Glenn. Yeah. Tony Wright's brother is the lead singer of the Rubettes, third cousin or second cousin, or second cousin. Or is he first? Is it even first cousin? And it's just it's so removed. He's certainly a cousin of Sean Bean's there. That's quality. Alfie Allen supports Arsenal. He did a really good job on his thingy. What was he called again? The Greyjoy dude. John Bradley. Which one was he? Anyway, he's another Man United fan, whatever. Oh, Daniel Portman. Tyrion Lannister's right-hand man, Podrick. Hey, Podrick. Hey, elephant dicked fanny. Look at his Celtic fan. Look at him. He's a Celtic fan. He's a good actor. Let's see, right? Scottish actor, good actor. Podrick, well done, Pod. Good stuff, Celtic fan. Who's he there with, by the way, as well? He's there with Alfie Allen and fucking, that looks like your man, Iwan Rowan. Oh, I'm from Wales, and my name is Iwan Rowan, and I support Manchester United. Is he pretending to be from Wales? Here's this chick. She's a good lass. She speaks out the side of her mouth, but she's funny. Natalie Dromer. She supports Chelsea. Whoa, Chelsea. Game of Thrones cast. Seville. What the fuck? Sorry, what? Well, Seville, they're good. They're also Team Good Guys. Liverpool, Team Good Guys. Who's Amelia Clark? Oh, Amelia Clark's on Team Good Guys as well. That's good to know. Conleth Hill, Ian Glenn, Manchester United. Despite the fact that Man United and Liverpool hate each other, they're both actually Team Good Guys. So that's good to know. That is good to know. Where the fuck is the... Wait a minute. Was this the one that we were talking about? Daniel Portman? Nah, who's Ian Glenn, man? Who is Ian Glenn, anyway? Is he on this list? Am I being blind? Oh, Ian Glenn. What? You're trying to say you're going kicking around in England telling people that is this Ian Glenn here? Is that who Ian Glenn is? And he says he's a Man United fan. You can tell by looking at him that he's a Celtic fan, though. Yes, again, just to reiterate, by the way, I'm allowed to say things that are like you can tell by looking at him he's a Celtic fan. I'm allowed to say that because as a Celtic fan, I'm allowed to. Rangers fans, if you were to go out there and say you can tell by looking at him that he's a Celtic fan, that would obviously be bigoted if you were saying it. Right? If you were saying that, that would be. So don't ever do that. Why? What, seriously, is it going to just treat me like that? It's going to treat me like that. It's going to treat me like that. How many back buttons? I had to put. Did you see how many times I did the back button there? All right. Right. Let's see. We need more of these Scottish people. When stream elements alerts? Hopefully they're happening now. I don't know. Hopefully they're working. I don't think I've missed any, have I? Football is like a little battle strategy game. Yeah, it is. It's like a little battle strategy game. We have requests about Scottish. Is there more of them? More of them. Right, I need to read everybody else's chat, I think, around this. This is important that we get through this. Jimmy Cranky, we're going to, right, we want to find out what Jimmy Cranky supported, right? What do you reckon? He probably is a St Mirren fan. Or sorry, Kinloss United. Does Jimmy Cranky Kilmarnock, right? Maybe something like that. Ooh. Right. What football team did he support? Is this wait, you're not gonna give us answers? Sorry, what? Trivia quiz. Test your knowledge. Right. Well, there's the question. That's the question on everybody's lips. Where do I find the answers? Oh, here. Great. Answers. West Ham. Wait, Alf Garnett. Jimmy Cranky supports West Ham. He's English, is he? Supports. Is he anyway? West Ham. Right. That's all right. You're allowed to support West Ham. West Ham. You're allowed to support West Ham. The England football team that won the World Cup was made up almost entirely of West Ham football players, to the point that and West Ham go around and they say that West Ham won the World Cup back in the day and all that sort of shit or whatever, something like that. Some sort of West Ham English back in the day thing that's positive or something. So you're allowed to support them. West Ham, West Ham. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Oh yeah, Robert Carlyle. Right, aye, Robert Carlyle. Here we go. Robert Carlyle. What do you support? Robert Carlyle. And I can't spell, but I don't. Google fixed that for me. Rangers. Uh-oh. 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 Let's figure this out. Uh-oh. 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 Mind you, they did cast him as Begbie. They did cast him as Begbie. It's not like anybody thought he was a nice guy. Robert Carlyle as Begbie. Well, there we go. There we go. He was born in Maryhill, though. He was born in Maryhill. Son of Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth. Joseph Carlyle. He was brought up by his father after the mother left when Carlyle was 4 years old. He left college at the age of 16 without any qualifications and worked for his father as a painter-decorator. However, he continued his education by attending night classes at Cardonald College in Glasgow and presumably the Lodge. Carlyle became involved in drama and at the Glasgow Arts Centre at the age of 21, having been inspired by Arthur Miller's The Crucible. Really? Sorry. Just like you got your painter and decorator coming into the house and that. It's like, you read anything good recently? I was reading The Crucible by Arthur Miller. I'm really inspired by it. I think I might go and become an actor. Subsequently, and that is funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny just when you compare it to what they got up to on their work breaks. If you've ever read, Skag Boys, for example, right, then you know what the likes of Renton and Spud and all that got up to on their breaks at work, doing jobbies onto newspapers and measuring them to see who's got the biggest jobby. That's more typical, instead of your painter decorator saying, I was just after reading The Crucible, I think I might go and become an actor. Right. So, okay, cool. We could. I kind of need to catch up with the chat here, right? I kind of need to catch up with the chat. I've missed like super chats and everything as well as a result. Merry Christmas, everyone. If you have time, can you take a look at PYR, TO, and SFT? Rocky, Jeepers Creeper, Colin, really shoving in the request there. But both look like they could reverse after being beaten down. Beaten down. Okay, yeah, you don't have your phone, Trace One. That's right. You can't call me. Indeed, you can't. Do we still need to, though? I should really check in and see. I should really check in and see if there's any more comments from Thingy. Face Off, brilliant movie. Right, cool. We're doing all right here, so we're not missing out. Ewan Bremer, legend. Ewan Bremer. Let's go check Ewan Bremer first. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to take there's a couple of super chats, wasn't there, son? Merry Christmas, you beautiful fannies. Thanks so much. I was not a cat, you wonderful fanny. Stephen Case. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Best TA jokes and song channel on the internet. Yes, Mug Slug, you've got it. That's exactly it. Early supporter for 6 months, man. 6 months. Really appreciated. Really appreciated. Really appreciated you supporting the channel for twice as long as it usually takes most people to lose their entire trading accounts. I think it's quite significant when you see people who've been members for a while on a TA trading channel like this, which is actually, you know, full of full. It's actually for traders. You know, it's actually for traders. The people here in this community all genuinely trade. Like the people in this chat box, like so many of them, so many of these people actually proactively take trades in the markets every day. I mean, and they're still here all the time, you know, talking about what they're doing and not being wiped out. It's just super fantastic. We're really changing the world here. Do I know Sam Hewen? Sam Hewen. Do I know Sam Hewen? Hewen, right? I think I've missed a couple of names. I'm a bit scatterbrained here. Here to come back for da best. Rocky, Chippy, Chip, you're the best. You're the best, Chippy. You're the best, Chippy. Love me, my Chippy, so I do. Is this real though? Does he really support them, or does he just say that he supports them? I mean, he does, doesn't he? Right? He does. He does. He does. He does support them, doesn't he? He really does support Rangers, doesn't he? He really does. Can we get him speaking about them though, or something like that? Does wait a minute? Does Robert Carlyle fix my spell in Google regret supporting Rangers? Does Robert yes, he is. We don't, there's not any information. Does he appear? Does he regret supporting Rangers? Ranger football saved me from bullies. Right, here we go. Right, movie star Robert Carlyle revealed his football skills as a youngster, preventing him from being targeted by bullies. The 39-year-old actor, he's a bit older now, said taking part in sports protected him from playground thugs. Rangers fan Carlyle spoke about avoiding bullies while on his trip to Ireland to promote his latest film, There's Only One Jimmy Grimble. After his parents, Joe and Liz, split up when he was 7 years old, Carlyle spent several years moving from place to place with his dad. He said, two things you need in order to not be bullied is that you have to be able to make people laugh, or you have to be able to play football. I was lucky I could play football. I wasn't much good at making them laugh, but I could run pretty fast. I could cross a ball, so that helped keep me safe. I wasn't bad, actually. Even played junior football a year before being turned to the world of show business. I had left school at 16, worked with my dad Joe as a painter. Joe, I reckon his dad was a Celtic fan and his mum was a Rangers fan. That's what we've got on the go over here. Joe and Elizabeth, As a painter before winning the place at the Royal Scottish Academy Drama Glasgow, Star regrets making the greatest footballer. He admitted he played junior football for a year, was never good enough. Experience of avoiding bullies. Schoolboy Jimmy is Manchester City fan. Bully based changes. Do you get paid match? Carl said they're start playing football. Right, yeah. I wonder, like, was he a real Rangers fan, or did he just pretend to support Rangers? What's the reality here? It's like seems exceedingly unlikely that he'd be a good human being and at the same time, famous of growing up supporting Rangers like that and be a good actor and everything. It's strange that. Let's just wait. Trialists, Rangers games, Rangers. Oh, I reckon you could probably do some digging on this. Let's just see. Let's see. Feel bad. For Rangers. I don't feel sympathy for Boris Johnson. Right. He misses the thrill of watching Rangers. He does. He misses the thrill of watching Rangers. Ah. Right. Okay. So there's more though. There's so Ewan McGregor and Colin and Robert Carlyle. What a couple of bastards. What's the other one then? What's your man that played Spud? What's your man that played Spud in Train Spotting called? Ewan Bremer. Ewan Bremer. He's a Hibs fan, right? That's a given. He was a genuine lether. That was a given anyway. He's a Hibs fan, right? Obviously. Oh, this guy, Sean Hugan, the Huguenots. Sean. Sean. Who's Sean Hyun? Sean Hyun. He's played roles in films and stuff. I recognize Sean Hyun. Who is he? Oh, is this your man Jamie? Is Jamie? Sean Hyun. Let's figure out what football team Jamie. Who do you support? Sean Hyun. What football team? This is where you got to ask it. What football team does Sean Hyun support. All right, fix the spelling, Google. Fix the spelling. You can't have to use actual letters. Come on. Fix the spelling, Google. There we go. Sean supports Chicago Bears. Wait, what? Scottish actor. See, these people are no, they're smart defense support week's prize event at Chicago Bears. The Outlander cast. Oh, could he be the next James Bond? Well, he's going to want to keep his Outlander. Oh, who does Sean Hyun support? Let's see if let's go back to the charts and see how things are getting on here anyway. 150, 153. Let's go take a look at some of those requests that came in. I'm gonna have to rely on the chat to find them out. Let's go take a quick look at PYR.to and SFT. PYR.to. Okay, that's not it. It'll just be PYR. Pyrogenesis Canada. Oh, say, can you see on the Canadian thingamajiggy? Did you know that more people from the United States, statistically know more of the Canadian national anthem than they know of the Star Spangled Banner? Apparently, is a good laugh. Right. Yeah. Oh, obviously, this is another one that it is what it is until it is what it isn't. It's been in a long downtrend on the 50-minute chart here. You can see this actually takes us back all the way to the 12th of November. So, you know, we've been at this for over a month. The 50-minute chart not even being that long of a chart, jumping up to the 1 hour chart and bringing it back and kind of looking and saying, yes, it's been at this way since February. So you're talking about it having taken a beating and it obviously having retraced nearly 100% of the way back down to where it left off from here at this low. If we just measured this out and said, well, if that was our low and that was our high at this point, we've come nearly 100% back, as you can see. I mean, that was a fairly pointless endeavor putting that on the chart there for you to see, but it's nearly 100% of the way back again, right? So it really truly has taken a beating and is a very, 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 very long way away from being able to establish on a longer term time frame that it has actually turned things around. But here we have the inflection point that we want to kind of see prices moving up above in around about that zone. I'll just kind of mark that off for there, and just as a kind of, to bear it in mind that if you were looking at the 618 golden pocket, and it'd be coming in at around about this region, and that is around about that previous high up there as well, the June 21 high, right? So the latest region to be kind of measuring out from, clearly, quite obviously, is this. So let's measure this as well and see what the chat is. And yeah, cool. Okay, so we're right close to an inflection point again here at 317. As you can see, a few times having challenged it already, and so far though, however, consolidating here below the 236. So the good news has not come in yet. So we're going to be analyzing, during this little section just here for our trend change turnaround potential. That's an ugly ass looking box. That, can we give it a slightly different color so it's a little bit nicer looking? That'll be a bit nicer. Let's kind of be positive about it with a nice green box. Hey, that's a green box that we're looking for to be like, yay, don't be in here. Yay, don't be in here much. Get out of this thing. Otherwise, not so great. So that's the distance. So looking at this thing and bringing it down so that we can kind of see this right next to price action and popping down a low term time frame here, 5-minute time frame. Hitty all auto button. You can see that the liquidity on this thing is fairly low. Have we got nice things to drag us up the way? Not initially. Just looking here at 3-minute to give another sort of quick look and see how things could go. My internet seems to be going slow, so that's that. We have got one towards the top side pulling us up. We've already covered off this one towards the downside, so that's good. Excellent. Does that take us past? Oh, far, far, far past 317. So it's a good target as well. Yep. And oh, look at the oscillators on the larger time frames. What I came down here to do really is to say something like, oh, well, actually, this liquidity is so low on this. I wanted to look at it on the 1 minute time frame, but I'm not going to. I'm going to look at it on the 5. And the Ichimoku cloud is coming on here for us. Okay, we're going to. It's still so ugly to look at this thing. I'll just use the 1 minute after all. For the point that I was wanting to make it kind of before anyway. We're dancing do-si do. Take your partner by the hand, do a do-si do with the you don't actually hold your partner's hand whenever you're doing a do-si do there. That totally ruined my flow of thought as I said that. We're looking at this dancing with the Ichimoku cloud and saying that, you know, obviously we're in neither direction at the minute or at the minute. So just as a starting point, what we need to see is for us to break up above the Ichimoku cloud and be able to move up there without the pressure to say that we'd be coming back down again. So combining the Ichimoku cloud with my indicator here, when we move up about outside of the cloud, we're looking to have done that here on this 1 minute time frame without the initial thing to say that we could get dragged back down into it. So when we move outside of it again here, we want to have, without that saying we get dragged back into it. When we have, yeah, so here we have a chance to be able to move outside of it without necessarily getting dragged right back into it again straight away, because we're at the cloud region here more or less. Now let's see if we can do something like that and push up past and start to get some trend and price action, man. You're going to want to look to see, you know, how this was here. Any of these sorts of features with the Ichimoku cloud, some of that down here at the start, and if we can get out of there, then great. The things to bear in mind in the meantime, of course, are that we are towards the top end of this box here at the minute, and that the Ichimoku cloud is here, and that movements of price towards the lower end of the box are going to result in the Ichimoku cloud kind of, you know, being above the prices here. So the prices would be like that, and that's kind of all quite negative, you know, again coming back down towards our previous lows, and that would be 291. And with the thing that's moving between 291 and 317, with the potential to move up towards, you know, our 618 golden pocket in here, and actually just a little bit higher as we go for that flash fill, then you know, you're talking about a good degree of volatility. So my eyes right now are focused on that target with a big smile on my face. Okay, big smile on my face here. There's a whole person staring at this thing going, wow, saying, wow, right? Great, fantastic. But then actually as well, my brain is focused down on this part and saying, all right, okay, and what's not being used in this analysis is, of course, my dick, right? Okay, so that's where we are right now. What was the other one that you were asking for? Cool. Don't say I've missed anything too badly in the meantime. And then right, SFT. Let's just leave a sort of flash, an S. FLASH. Flash here on 1 min. Right. So the other one was SFT, something like that. SFT. Cool. So this has got a bit more of that already on the go. So nice lessons already learned in terms of having talked about this. We've moved up and down, up and down. This is 50-minute time frame. We're not seeing that there's a gap right there, or a flash right there, or a gap as it happens. Well, actually, there's a fucking gap down there. 5-minute, 3-minute time frame. Let's just look down the way and see. Let's start from the 1-minute time frame, in fact, instead. So we've moved outside. Have we done it without a flash needing to be filled in? We've interacted with this one enough, and this one here was done initially, so that's good. Right, good, very good, very good. Okay, so that's better. It's performing healthier, as you can see. Let's go check on the 2-minute time frame as well. These things can obviously happen. that there was done already. Was it a flash that got done? It was just the baseline, the Ichimoku cloud being a bit blind there on that front. Ichimoku cloud not so visible. In fact, what's going on here? Baseline, it's not got a conversion line on. I just left it's only the baseline. Right, and I changed it all to white. Oh, this is obviously as a result of some lessons that I was doing recently. There you go. There's sort of classic look. I find this in a way, less visible because of the red and green combinations and whatever. But hey, so yeah, doing okay over here. Just had a positive cross again. Just had a negative cross again, sorry, at this point. So, you know, there's the potential for us to pull back a wee bit. Two areas to measure from, measuring from the broader one here, just to remain as kind of bullish as possible on it. In the here and now, to say that we've just pushed down past the 236. You know, if we were to go down towards the 382, be coming in and testing the lower end of this cloud at the minute, and be hoping to have a nice kind of push away from that area if that were to happen. And that's totally and absolutely conceivable, should we not, you know, do as we are doing right now here and being above 348. So if you want to see this continue in the right here's and nows, 348 is your little tipping point for us. But you know, like this is the at that point you're just kind of looking for better entries until such times as the 3-minute time frame has changed, right? Because as you say, this of course is another one has taken a big old beating from the past. So moving back up the way, you know, this is obviously all the way down here. It's just made it into the 1 hour cloud. You know, this is done, like I say, this is obviously performed a lot healthier than the other one. Maybe the other one is kind of, you know, a few stages behind this one, and there's these kind of future lessons to be learned here. Look out for this descending broadening wedge, which could of course signal a return back down to that apex, closing out the gap on the 15-minute time frame and filling in any sort of negativity that there might be needing to be had here in the here and now, with this obvious rise towards the top side during this cloud is very nice. Rejection outside of it could take us back down to that zone. Look out for that. We'll come back and check on these things in a few days. If we are looking for this to be moving outside of this zone, then of course then we're looking to take out the 236 on that front, and it wouldn't be Rocky Outcrop show if we didn't try and move the charts without drawing on them by accident. But so the couple of regions to measure from in terms of like, will we get bullish, trying to be as bullish on this as possible in this particular moment. So yeah, great, cool. So like actually break outside of the bullish, the bearish, the broadening, broadening structure here at this point. And yeah, sure, absolutely, this is give us this can just see the sort of the sort of like you snooze you lose component in here pushing us towards the top side, right? Brilliant. Okay, of course it could, but in a way as well we have to be aware of the resistance and the fact that we're below the 236 as it stands on the charts just there. Now if I wanted to, which I do, and I will now forthrightly do so, I could make a comparison with the 236 just here and say, well, we cracked above that and we have obviously seen a nice rise then since, with that whole snooze you lose component kicking in here. Like brilliant, excellent, happened for us with the eagerness for this to actually do something. The result of which has been that we've come up and put in a high which is actually lower than this other high just here, which was a lower high as well, meaning this could ultimately be a lower high as part of a downward trend, while we've had a broadening wedge which could take us back down to the apex there to retest off things, to put in a double bottom. In the meantime, and this is the first time I've really looked at oscillators, you can see masses of bullish divergence. Great, we've had a return from that outside of this zone, the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, and look at this on a daily basis, there's hardly any lows down here, and we just had like a little bit of the bullish divergence. If we were coming here and put in any more lows again, it would just surely look the same. So we can remain cautious on this. Well, of course, this is the overall structure that we're in right now. Movements beyond it are the potential to take out the 236 and get a nice bash towards the top side, and that's obviously good. We look for follow through as traders. It's just that we're looking for follow through here on a small time frames, you know, below the 1 hour time frame and or below the 2 hour for certainly in that sense, with everything really, you know, on this chart telling us that it's an extremely negative downward trend, right? And that's the way it's been. Now what we are seeing as well, if we do take this out towards top side, we're pushing it in the bullish control zone, giving us the ability to then come back and absolutely survive in terms of the movements within the wedge, and just kind of, you know, find a bounce at the 236. So perhaps your best entry on this in the next day comes in at around about 233, 333, all the threes. I mean, I specifically said 333 instead of 334 there because I wanted to say all the threes, and then I started and I said 2. What was that all about? Anyway, so yeah, in at 333 would be maybe your best entry on that one, buddy. If you're looking for that to be bullish, we're giving you the opportunity to manage your risk with a pattern and the cloud and the structure all here with this gap at your risk and reward to be able to say that you've taken it, that you know that you're on either one side of the fence or the other with your trading. You know, so you can absolutely experience things which are very good risk to reward moves in here, such as you could absolutely get a 5-to-1 again. Rocky Outcrop show here. I almost every single time, like 99.999% of the times you'll have ever seen me use this tool, I put on a 5-to-1. So if you've ever seen this on the charts before, there'll have been a mention of a 5-to-1 most likely, and that's how you'll be looking for this type of thing in it around about these regions, right? And we'll just drop that and leave it for now on the charts and leave it for now. Obviously the bullishness is here for now, and it's a sort of snooze you lose situation, like I already said. Well, I'm willing to accept losery on that front, especially while the bodies that we have right now are not taking out that prior high. Pretty nifty. That's pretty good. You're not going to find better technical analysis probably than that anywhere. Hopefully that then complements with your own. You are capable, and I'm sure you do your own technical analysis, and it's nice to see. So you can add other components in there, MACD, DMI, stuff like that. My doorbell just rang. Well, in an interesting turn of events, my mother has arrived at my apartamento, and I will be saying hello to her, I suppose, just briefly here. Which is cool. So that's not GME, this is GME here. And here is the 3-minute time frame. 3-minute time frame, hit the auto button on it and zoom on in. And I'll leave this here and be back in a couple of minutes after I've said hi to my mum. That's nice to see this has made it up to even 152. There are a few lines in here making me curious. This 236 in here as well, also making me curious. So it's done very well. That's good. The 140, the tiny little flash down there. Will it? Won't it? Well, I wanted to see it happen. Could it turn out ultimately to be that 1 in 10 situation where they don't actually happen, or that 1 in 100, or whatever it works out to be? I wonder. The other one got filled with alacrity, and that was brilliant. Hi, I'm back. Cool. So I'm going to just mute my microphone for 5 minutes and say hello to my mum. Hope you're all doing very well. I'll get the chat up on screen, and I'll see you in a minute here. Just check these other things before I go. Rockets. Thank you so much for the rockets. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a minute or 5 minutes or something. And I'm back. How you all doing? Do you see that the prices went up towards the glass ceiling there quite nicely? And knocked off of it. Hopefully hopefully that you're able to follow along with the TA. Even though I wasn't actually chatting to you at the time. How cool is that? Wrote it up on the screen. So let's just see how you are getting on here in chat. That'd be a fun party. Ha ha ha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. By the way, much loved, like, growing up and throughout my life, loads of my best friends have been Rangers fans and all the rest of it. They actually genuinely have. Even to this very day, still friends with those evil people. Just so you all know. What I'm doing there is having a laugh. I think after a few hundred years of it going one way, we can have a laugh going the other way, right? Thanks, Rocky. Appreciated. No problem earlier on. That's no problem. Love yous all so much. Great, nice one. What's the chat here? An expensive laxative will get you a run for your money. Hey, nice one. What else are you chatting about in here? Holiday, right? Happy Hodldays, everybody. Rocker Curve, I sent you a message on Stream Elements. Just wanted you to know. Sent you a message on Stream Elements. Anonymous. Wait a minute, that might be anonymous. If that was you or another one. No, that was you. There you are. Brave DeLorean Buck. There was another one that's anonymous in there. Let me just read these back in reverse here. Ghost of Luke Spears. Thank you so much for that. Merry Christmas, you legend. Merry Christmas to you too, Luke. Thanks you so much. Brave DeLorean Buck. Thanks so much, man. $69.99. It's really, really, really appreciated. Thank you so much, Luke, man. It's really, really is appreciated. It's massive. Brave DeLorean Buck tipped 25 bucks. We wish you a happy Hodldays. Copyright Rocky. We hope you're having a beautiful year ahead. We hope you have a beautiful year ahead. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to a beautiful year ahead with everybody here. It's going to be brilliant. I am really looking forward to the beautiful year ahead that we're all going to have. I think it's just going to be up and up for everybody. It's going to be a really positive, fantastic year. Really is, truly is going to be wonderful. And then Anonymous here tipped. And I don't know if I want to read out the number necessarily. Even that's quite nice. $250. It's really appreciated. That's amazing. That's amazing. So really amazing and really, really generous of you. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. It's been a phenomenal month. After some personal challenges, I was ready to quit. But you, Jamie, and this community gave me the will to succeed. This is a small thank you in comparison to the knowledge I've gained. I wish you boys total success for 2022. That's so kind. Thank you so much, Anonymous. I don't know who you are. That's just a genuine anonymous one. I've actually got no idea. But that maybe speaks for a few people there, and I think maybe the anonymous is maybe a voice that is saying stuff that quite a lot of people think at times, and like in that. So it's really massively appreciated. Everybody has personal challenges, so it can speak for a lot of people. Thanks so much, Anonymous, here for you and the people that you're speaking on behalf of this year. Looking forward to another good one this year, next year as well. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciated. Janine W sent $5 super chat. So grateful I found you and Jamie. Merry Christmas to all and loads of rockets. And then, of course, we did take a look at PYR and SFT as well. Both look like they could reverse after being beaten down. Yes, they do. They could look close to that. SFT somewhat more so than PYR in terms of where it's come from so far, but kind of showing us the way, and with the potential for a decent entry, maybe even at 290 to catch and move up to 370 after that. Consolidating here with a little tiny little, this is the 3-minute time frame. If I drop down to the 1-minute time frame, then you could maybe make some sort of, you can't even really, I mean, like I was going to say, it was a tiny little bull flag. 2-minute time frame, maybe give me the opportunity to talk like that. Oh, and I see my internet seems to be running slowly, so let me just check and see if my stream's working. Oh, it's lower than recommended, the bitrate, but at least we're still here. Well, that's not too bad, at least. That's not too bad. Thanks so much to all the current viewers, by the way. The chat rate dropped down to 4, so we never made it back up above that 26. We got to a peak of 26 earlier on the chat rate, amazingly. But we never made it back down. We never made it back to the 20s again, so then the numbers never went up. Why is my chart not freaking working, for crying out loud? For freaking crying out loud. Right, okay, so we'll bring the chat back up on the screen. At least hopefully the internet's working, even if TradingView isn't. Hello, Rocky's mum. Hey, there's somebody saying hi to you, mum. She says hi. That's quality. Stop doing this. Spend time with mum, please. That's what's happening right now, by the way, building up to that. Obviously. that's what's happening. Building up to that. Tracepawn, it's mutual brother. Big love to you. And Rocky Aircraft, big love to you. Guitar outside as well, or inside. Not sure which one you are today. Bulldog Buchanan, we are going to need an update on chat stats. Chat stats, yeah, Bulldog, yeah, they went good for a while, but they dropped right down. Went down to 4. Went down all the way to 4. Hi, says Maria. Hi. Lots of people saying hi. That's cool. Nice one. Back up. Oh, we're back. Oh, did you miss me out? Oh, right. Hi. So somebody said, I don't know if you heard my mum saying hi then. 2D chat, or 20 chat. Yeah, no, we're on 4. No, we got up to 6. See, it picked up a bit. Hashtag 39. Chat. Aye, so that's it. Chat. I'm going to wrap up the show here. I'm going to go and chat with mom and all this. Watch this at Rocky. Okay, I'll watch this. I'm watching. I'm going to go and say hi. Wait, just make sure I haven't missed something. Yeah. Cat in a box. Oh, what happened there? Hi, Karen mum. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's right. Sorry, we heard her. Oh, you did. Brilliant. That's quality. They heard you say hi. That was the thing that we wanted them to hear. Great. Yeah, excellent, everybody. I'm going to go and spend time with her, right? And I encourage all of you to do similar stuff with your family. It's that time of year after all. Rockets for Rocky appearing in the chat. Thank you so much for all that. It's been a good day so far in the old GMEs. You know, they just briefly kind of to summarize. I know my chart isn't loading up here. You can see it's that slightly grayed out look or whatever screen from trading view, but you've got enough information here for me to make the slight point that, you know, while we have had this positivity so far, where we've made up as high as glass ceilings up above, it certainly would be prudent at worst and wise perhaps at best to remind people that until you actually start trending up the way, that a trend hasn't actually started, and it is what it is until it is what it isn't. And we could see prices moving towards 140 even to fill in that flash down below. And if you were proactively looking at this and trying to see how things go, then just keeping an eye out for simple things will stand you in very, very good stead. So things like whether we're above the Ichimoku cloud or indeed above those moving averages like the 15200, that'll keep you going fairly well as we move forward. Other things around the world today which I didn't give an update on, which I would have liked to include various stocks like seems trading. Thank you, mum. My mum just gave me something to eat. How awesome is that? Let's see if this will load up. The other one's maybe just completely crashed, has it? Who knows, right? So other stocks and stuff that I would have liked to have looked at can't be looked at. Catch me on Twitter or something like that to chat about those things. And good, and stay safe out there. Thanks so much. So I'll bring up the reverse roll call thing because that's something that I can do. I've got people coming around to do a survey of the building on the 10th of January, booked in, hopefully. I'm trying to confirm that to see if I get the better internet. So when I get that, then this will never be a problem ever again. That looks like the most healthiest thing I've seen in about 6 months, what my mum has put in front of me to eat there. That's so freaking, that's so awesome. Thanks, mum. Actual health there. Ronald McDonald be damned. Okay. Ghost of Luke Spears, Brave DeLorean Buck, Anonymous. Thank you so much as well for that. I think it speaks for a lot of people, and that I've got and everybody and you know, and I hope everybody's doing really very well out there in the world. Janine W, Colin S, Fortuna Kiss, Nathan Alec, Jiu-Jitsu Ghost, Nathan Alec again with a super chat. Thank you so much for the 70% love and then the 30% to make up for it afterwards. That was so nice of you, Vic Vince. And wait a minute, Corey Bing Bong. When did that? Corey, man, I missed this one. Didn't mean to miss this. Corey, that's really generous of you. Thank you so much, Corey, man. That's really appreciated. Holy smokes. Corey, just letting you know that you are never taken for granted. Your gift of education made 2021 a great year for me and so many others. I cannot wait to see 2022. Keep on keeping on, my friend. You're doing great. Check that out, mum. See the sort of stuff that people say to me on my live streams. How nice that is. It's lovely, she says. It is. And so, and with that, thank you so much, all of you who do send through that support. It's massively appreciated. Koki, Nathan, J Raz, massive thanks for the rockets. Mr. Pickles, good to see you again. Luke Spears, Duo, Tracebot, Bulldog Buchanan, Christy Callahan, all the rest of yous out there. Thank you so much, Brady Pearl. Go win to win. Chippy, always good to see you. Bulldog Buchanan, stay chipping, Chippy. Dashi C, good to see you as well. Anna, I was not a cat. Jiu-Jitsu. Maria, Brave DeLorean Buck, my Argillian friend. Guitar Inside, Katie Babes, and all of you, Sally Mander, Janet, Sarah Rera, Joe Maxwell, and even a big load of love to all of the likes of the Robert Carlyles, Billy Connolly, Sean Connery, and others, Rangers supporting fools out there. I'll forgive yous. Right, much love. See yous next time. I'll be back again tomorrow.